Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Says So. I'm your host, King053, Mr. Easy Imale, and we're back at it again with another one. And I'm doing my top 10 predictions, guys. Come up, guys. Where Gaten says, come up. Let's start this prediction, guys. I know everyone is watching live television. Everyone is watching something online, but let's just do this 30 minutes of a prediction. I want to do a video prediction for the 2024 elections. My top 10 prediction. Can you guys tell me if I'm audible and if I am visible? Let me just check on my other phone. Audible and visible, guys. You can send your greetings on the comment section just to tell me where you're watching me from, so I can hear if I'm audible and visible. Thank you so much for tuning in to King Said So. We're doing the top 10 predictions of the parties that I think are going to be in the top 10. Mdumi Uti, hi King. Thank you so much. You can also tell me where you're watching me from so I can give you a shout out. I think I'm audible and visible according to my other phone. This is fantastic news. We'll call and say hi King. Polokwane, yeah, there was just that terrible accident taking 12 people in Polokwane. My goodness. Pitori is in the house. Thank you so much. Cape Town is in the house. OTC from Cape Town is in the house. Thank you so much, Cape Town. I'm watching you from Cape Town. Musa is watching us from Cape Town. Kayelisha from Kayelisha, sorry. Cape Town, Kayelisha. Musa is watching us from Cape Town at Kayelisha. Oh, Western Cape is in the house, guys. Western Cape, Vian is in the house. Thank you so much. My queen, evening, my brother. Mbombela is also in the house. One of my informatives. Someone sent me a video. I'm talking about India. Always harassing me with videos, stressing me at night. But love her so much. Evening, King. Centurion is in the house at the Rock. The Rock is in Midrand. Excuse me. Centurion. I used to work in Centurion. I love that place. Embalentle, sorry, is live. You're in order, King. Thank you so much. Hi, brother. I want to do a top 10 prediction. When I was doing the top 10 prediction and I was looking at the numbers, I was like, oh my God. Watching us all the way from Western Zambia. John is in the house. Welcome, my African brother. We love you so much. Zambia and South Africa is one family. Hello, EFF followers. Where are you? EFF followers, where are you guys? EFF. Now when you're calling Free Palestine, if free and gay Palestine, it's okay. Free Palestine. Thank you so much, my brother. That war is not going to end anytime. EFF is in the house, and MK is also in the house. MK is also in the house. We're doing the top 10 prediction. I'm not going to waste your time. I've got a lot of content to shoot so that you guys can get it tomorrow morning. I don't know what am I going to do in the morning. I want to go to the different stations, or I just want to come back here at home and do my work. Do you watch the EFF documentary? Of course I did, young Todd. Very, very strategic for the EFF to push that documentary at this time. And I'm here. If I was there, EFF kwa mafasi. Okay, let's go for the EFF. Simpure from Newcastle. I've got good friends in Newcastle. Thank you, Emma Tadeni. I've got connecting radio Thabo Tshwane, from Thabo Tshwane. Yeah, Army base. Yeah, you've got one of my boys there in Thabo Tshwane from Kimberley. One of my small boys, my boxers, boy that I'm teaching boxing is there in Thabo Tshwane. Nice to know that. Song of Tune, the worst thing is how I don't know what to vote for, because all of these parties are saying the same thing, but in different ways. Beautiful, beautiful. That's what we are here for. That's what we are here for. Don't forget to click the like buttons. I think somewhere here, where is it? The three buttons. The three buttons there. You click them, and then yeah, it is here. You click the three buttons so that you can click the like button there. Don't forget, three buttons here, so you can click the like button there. We are going to help those who say they don't know who to vote for. It's very confusing. As a first-time voter, you don't know who to vote for. Very difficult, very difficult. And we take it lightly that people don't know who to vote for. And you ask yourself, with Abayans and Lava. Listen, South Africans, without speaking down to people, South Africa does not do a good job to educate their citizens politically. South African political parties, it's like politics is for them and not for everyone, but politics affects us in our lifetime. So, like for me, political parties don't do a good job outside elections on doing their elections. Umaten uti number 1 ANC, number 2 DA, number 3 EFF, number 4 IFP, number 5 MK political party. So we have to break down my top 10, compare it to that top 10. I'm agreeing with him. I think only with number 1. So I have to change. I'm changing number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 on your list, my brother. But we're going to speak about my list right now, without any wasting any more time. John Uchi, in my opinion, let EFF carry the day. If so, I will come and celebrate with EFF. Thank you so much. Yeah, Palestine. We can park the Palestine bus for 2 seconds. Ne? 2 seconds. Just can we vote? Then we can go back to Palestine. I think Palestinians and those who believe in freeing Palestine cannot put South Africa at blame. South Africa is working so hard to fight this fight of the Israeli apartheid state of Israel. So South Africa is doing a good job, but right now it's time for us to vote for our parties that we believe. Sasamatuti, MK, number one. Listen, I don't know what I would do if MK gets number 1. I'm not ready for that. If MK gets number 1, I'll go crazy. I promise you. In a good way. Not in a bad way. Love South Africa. We love you so much also, my brother. Listen, nobody is happy with what is happening to the Palestinians. We're just here to speak about the top 10 political parties according to your boy King from tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna start anytime now. Just give me 2 more seconds to read the comments. Good evening, my good bro. Good evening. Welcome to King Says So. The elections are so unpredictable, but I think ANC will be number 1. Listen, I'm also doing another video of the readiness of the IEC. I don't think these elections are free, fair, and transparent. There's so many things you guys will see with the video. I will compile for you guys. You guys will get it tomorrow between 7 and 8 o'clock. So after I'm done with you guys, I'll be pushing that video so that you guys can see what is going on there. But the elections are definitely not free and fair, and ANC at number 1 is not a shocker. My king, I'm glad the day has finally arrived. Malema for president. Viva coalition government, I think that's what you wanted to say, guided by Jay-Z himself. That is Tata Sizwe. Yeah. The day has come. A coalition government between MK and the EFF will be crazy. But I'm going to give you guys numbers so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. There, Cynthia Nami Nitsi, MK number one. My queen, I Koshwan. Number one, MK can get more than 10 million votes. I would go crazy, guys. I'm telling you, I would worship the ground that Jacob Zuma walks on. If MK can get number one, I don't know what I will do. I serious. I will run to Nkandla. We will meet in Nkandla, all of us. I will drive in Nkandla to Telepetroli, near Nkandla, mad if the MK gets number one. I will go crazy. I'll go crazy. The time the ANC is making a huge comeback. One ANC, DA number 2, EFF number 3, and Action SA. Okay, nice prediction there. Nice prediction there. People are going to be shaken with the outcomes. We are going for a coalition government with the EFF as kingmaker. Well, possibility. PAC president Uti isolate. Letter isolate. PAC is too weak. PAC is too weak. I saw an interview of the PA from one of my friends' channel saying that they're going to build a wall to stop other African people to come back. I was like, the PAC. I could not believe that the PAC would reach that. I wish you would be live from 04 so that you will keep us posted. 04. What do you mean 04? What do you mean 04? John, what do you mean 04? KZN MK number 1, PA Cape number 1 Cape Town PA. I wish I hate Gayton Mackenzie. I don't like that boy. But if Gayton can manage to bring down the DA in the Western Cape, I'll be happy. Action SA back number 1 ANC number 1 in Eastern Cape, or maybe I should also do a provincial breakdown. But tomorrow, when the numbers start trickling in, my friend, the time has come. Basically, 10 weeks, 5 months, 1 month, 3 weeks, 5 days, 2 days. It's like literally today we are voting. We can go and vote. When we wake up, we can go and vote. I'm so excited, people. I'm so excited. Batin EFF with their beautiful Vuka Vela voter. Like everyone should go. Coalition government between the EFF, ANC, and MK would be fucking formidable. Yeah, formidable. Yes. Or for I sleep at 4 a.m. in Jayam when people start going to vote. Yeah, I sleep at 4 a.m. Once I wake, if I sleep early, I will do that. Literally, YouTube makes me sleep between when I say I've slept early, it's 2:30 a.m. That's an early sleep. A late sleep is past 3 to 4 every day, Monday to Friday, without any change, because I want to see my channel go to the next level. So you can't sleep, there's so many channels reporting the same thing, so you have to wake up and do that. So John, I'll try my best, but that time is the time I'm sleeping, and I don't think much will be happening at that time. Michael Brown, the success of MK, PA, and the EFF is the success of Black Child. Yes. Fingers crossed, my brother. The coalition of MK and the EFF means a real economical change, not only in our country, but also in our lifetime. Michael Brown, beautiful comment there. Beautiful. We're saying it to you. Michael Brown dropping a bomb there. Look, every person that is pro-black wishes to see EFF work with MK. Wishes to see EFF work with MK. It always got me wondered, if MK was never formed, those people who are following MK, were they going to vote for the EFF or what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they were going to. Understand? Because that thing just took over like a wildfire, man. we will know that there are many parties, but also, but most of them are too small to give a vote to a larger party enough and make a difference. So as long as the ANC is out, we'll talk about the rest later. And if we destroy ANC, Buffett, you guys don't want the ANC. I don't know what's your problem with the ANC. The ANC out, 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 out. Understandably so. The last 5 years was hell. The last 5 years in South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa turned this shop right into Woolworths. He messed us up big time. The reason I'm talking about the coalition government, I'm not comment is running. I'm not convinced by MK campaign, but definitely MK and EFF combination will reach the 2/3 majority. Definitely not. Watch the space. ANC, the opposition this time. Africa is waiting. Guys, MK's issue was overbooking Ubabumsholozi. Ubabumsholozi had to do everything himself. And that made the old man is 82 years old. You cannot put the old man in every poster. I know you want you want people to come and gather because of the old man, but you cannot. They overbooked the old man. I mean, the old man was here in Kimberley. I didn't know. And next to the university, I literally stay a stone throw next to the university, and I didn't know Jacob Zuma is around. So disappointed when he was speaking to the Khoi and the San people. I was so disappointed because I could have been there. The hall was empty. Nobody knew Uti Jacob Zuma was here because we thought he was going to be in Mpumalanga. So he passed this side. Let me read more comments, guys. Zuma headed to Seshego for tea, hence no structure. A vote for MK is a vote for Malema presidency. That's why Zuma called Malema before announcing the MK. Our link, he called a lot of people before announcing the MK. Everyone knew. I mean, Ace Makhashula, Carl Niels, and all of them knew. I was going to vote ATM and EFF before the MK came. Yeah, okay. Yeah, ATM is in my top 10. Actually, ATM is in my top 10. We are not going to vote for the EFF. I was going to vote for BLF. Yeah, BLF, but BLF is not on the ballot. Don't forget to hide Gogo's ID tomorrow. I wonder. Yeah, Emma Fate, don't do that, Buffett. Don't do that. It's a joke. Take all the Magogo's IDs and throw them away. Hide them behind the wardrobe, throw it somewhere. Because Amagogo, they know the colors of the ANC, they know how to say A and C, and that's who they are voting for. Beautiful comment there. Very happy about that comment. Hey, that's a slangela winner. End of DA and EFF finish 2024. Thank God. And EFF is not ending anyway. You are from Kimberley. Yeah, I stay in Kimberley. I'm not from Kimberley. I stay in Kimberley. I work here. I've been here since forever. But I'm from Mpumalanga. Kwamhlanga, to be exact, in KwaNdebele, one of the most beautiful places you can be with excellent people there. KwaNdebele is, man, I'm telling you. My king, my father's full names are Mandla Brown Mhlanga. As I am Mandla Mhlanga. Okay. Also, you call Mandla Brown. Just choose the brown. Just choose the brown envelope for YouTube. No problem. I'm not judging. So thank you so much, guys. Can we get into the King's top 10? Here on the top, there's 3 buttons here. Click them and click the like button. Make sure that we get there. We only have 20 likes. Let's make sure that we click the buttons as I'm getting into my top 10. If you miss this, well, not if you miss this, you're gonna get a deeper analyst breakdown with the numbers and the percentages tomorrow when you wake up, just for entertainment. Which party are you voting for? The king. Vuka Vela Vota. Vuka Vela Vota is the party I'm voting for. And I don't understand this thing of people saying my vote is a secret. Secret yan. Secret yan. See, what secret for what? I understand for us who are working for government, because I'm working for government. I'm already being victimized for my YouTube channel. I'm already being mistreated at work because of my content here at work, because most of the things I'm not speaking against the ANC, but most of the things I'm dropping the truth here. So everything is confusing. What's confusing? I'm voting. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. In terms of me and my workspace, it's very difficult. The environment is not quite conducive, but we make once you get in a place where you are at peace with yourself and what you do. Once people start blocking some things at work, it's up to them. You know how people are, man. My king, there's only one party here who will liberate blacks. EFF. Divukile. Ndivelile. Ndia vota. I'm 38 years old, father of 2. I would have loved for the EFF to win the elections outright for the sake of my youth. But that failed. It has to be MK. Yeah, MK in the EFF. Because it was going to be a bomb, man. MK and EFF. I have been following some rally of the EFF Malema, and a group stands for the truth. How I wish I was there to witness the greatness victory of the EFF. Can vote Juju to be president of Africa. Malema, the only way Malema is going to be president of South Africa is through a coalition. The EFF alone will not reach 10 million votes. 10 million votes is going to win these elections. 10 million votes is going to win these elections. You will hear my numbers when I drop the training. I'm dropping the numbers now. So 10 million votes. Love the title African only. Yeah, I'm tired of speaking to Labantu Laba or colonizers. I don't want in fact, when I see a colonizer, that's why I almost blocked Brown. I don't have time for colonizers. You guys know me. Mina ngifuna ukusikhulumela nama Africa, atinya go bolela le motho o mongwe o wa tswang ko teng a bole gae. I want to speak to my African people, that's it. And that's not racism, that's whatever that is being pro-African, that's it. I had to put it in bracket to say, if they read the title, they must not come here. But they're always here. They're always here. I finally convinced my grandmother to vote for EFF, but she only agreed to do it on your grandmother is clever. When she agreed to do it on one ballot, your grandmother is clever. My grandmother is definitely voting ANC. She had a crush on Nelson Mandela. That crush still exists till today. My grandmother. ANC is very unpopular in densely populated places. I think if they win, there must be a thorough investigation of the IEC. IEC can't be trusted. You guys must forget about IEC being transparent and all that. There's no IEC that can be trusted. Click the three dots here and like the button. There's no IEC that can be trusted. Forget about that. Just out of curiosity, how can you be young and ignorant message of the EFF though? Uthini lokho? Uthini lokho? Iphone or yini lokho? Uthini lokho? Uthini lokho? I never vote Zuma, but this time, Viva MK. Yeah, Saz. Salam, I will vote PAC, Africa. PAC, no. I love the president of the PAC. I love the president of the PAC. That's the only thing I love about the PAC. There is no political party that can change South Africa without the youth. Look at the youth in the MK. Look at the youth in the ANC. Look at the youth in Rise Mzansi. Look at the youth in the DA. Look at the youth in the EFF. PAC, AZAPO, ACDP, AUDM, and all of those parties are missing the youth. You cannot change anything without the youth. Forget about it. Forget all of my brother. Great work, Mr. King said. So salute. Bongani, salute. Salute in Jaya. All Christians, MK, Justice Mogoeng. Jacob Zuma is not bringing Justice Mogoeng in. Jacob Zuma, from the interviews I've watched, he himself wants to rule the MK and nobody else. Because remember, he feels like MK is his party, and he also feels like he's carrying enough experience to do what is right for South Africa right now, and he can't trust anyone now. That's why you see people getting suspended left and right. It's a trust issue. It's a trust issue. Jacob Zuma could not do that in the ANC. You could reshuffle, yes, but couldn't really fire people out of the party like he can in the MK. My king, I almost lost my job because of watching you live every day since found you somehow here. I just can't let a single day go for free. You have inspired me so much. Man, let's not talk about king, man. Let's talk about the political parties. Mr. Brown, Nyabonga Kakul, Michael. Njayam. Thank you so much. It's comments like this that keep us up at night. I can't wait for your numbers. But can the IEC and party agree on how party align on ballot papers? I'm doing a second video, which is the readiness of the IEC. Utino. He is asking how young a person could ignore the message of EFF. Oh, I misread that comment. Meaning, wait. Yeah, no. I understand. Who give to team. Good evening, African brothers and sisters. Black parties must rise. Viva MK. Mkivovo. I'm from Timberley. I'm white, but I'm not from Hitler. I'm not a colonizer. Both sides of my family are German, fled from Hitler. Okay, I think in Boniseni ngibayenzani lapha. Awuthi nginibonise ngicabanga ngiyadlala nina. Ngiyadlala. Anginasikhathi salabantu laba. Anginaso isikhathi. Anginazo uyu ngangizonda ungayenzani. This is my channel. Ngishwile ngathi channel yama Africa. Nandaba nalabantu laba. I feel there's too many parties. That's so many of the prosecute division amongst the black people. Black people are so weak, man. You black people love to be divided, man. We black people, man. It's disappointing. 70-something parties. Or is it, yeah, and 70-something, I think, for regional and provincial, and 40-something for national. Madness. I'm lost of what he said, Utinlo. It can go and be poverty in German. Ami again sengimsusile. Ungasabi sengimsusile angeke usabona ama comment wakhe. Someone said Jacob Zuma can be a god if they campaign well. Yeah, probably can. The god of South Africa. King, you are doing well, sir. Africa blood runs in you, and let the whole nation of Africa hear your voice. Yeah, you might see me on the 2029 election as an individual candidate in Katele. Wish I don't do that nonsense. Let's see. The youth of the PAC are the PAPSMA students, Africa. Yes. Weak youth. Don't know anyone from the PAC. Don't know any youth from Azapo. I don't know anyone from this old Ntole. I mean, mangathi uthini lo wazi ukuthi angisukude nokublock umuntu. Mangathi uthini lo usadi. Mangikhuluma ngawe qolisa same time ngoba vele ngeke top 10 king. Okay. Okay, let's get into the top 10 so I don't eat your time. Ngiyazi abaningi benu nifuna ukulala so bengisingisho. Okay, let me read the last few comments. Don't write any more comments. I want to go through my top 10. Do you think that South Africa should be introduced to presidential election, and who do you think would win? Lastly, how do you feel about the former president staying in RSA and always with Ramaphosa, the Botswana president? Lesedi, aga ikra pila putso ya gago Lesedi, aus Lesedi. Do you think that South Africa should be introduce presidential election? Kanti senzani la? Presidential election, you mean by one person only? We're voting for one person. Hello, greetings from Poland. Funani Poland la, uthini lo? Uthini lokho? Abangazi lava. Viva Action SA, Herman Mashaba, leader. You are opening the eye of our people and this nation. Okay, let me go. What Thabo Mbeki stands for, can anyone tell me? Or you king? Hey, Thabo Mbeki stands for white monopoly capitalist. Thabo Mbeki, with the only president who got 2/3 majority. You know, in 1994, you could vote 2 times, more than 2 times. 1994, as long as you could prove that you are South Africa. Some people did not even need an identity document to vote in 1994. They went around and voted, and still Mandela, or let me rather say, the ANC did not get the 2/3 majority in 1994. Thabo Mbeki is the only president. Listen, I see Thabo Mbeki. Let me get into my laptop and get into that top 10. Number 10, ladies and gentlemen, according to your boy King, I think to be in the top 10, you're going to need anything between 60 to 30 to 60,000 votes. 30 to 60,000 votes. A lot of parties are going to fall in that space because they will get their 1 or 2 seats. There are a lot of parties are going to fall in that space. If you want to hear the top 10, click the 3 buttons here and click the like button. So in number 10, I've got another party that you guys might not agree with, but that is the Economical Liberating Fighters, the EFF. They're going to be somewhere there in number 10. And I also see Rise Mzansi in the top 10 of South Africa. Some of you might have them a little bit deeper into the list, but remember I said they will come in there between 60 and 100,000 votes. That's where I put Rise Mzansi. And I wish bangawatoli lama vote lawo, but fortunately they are well funded political party, so they might get into there. Number 9, I've got the ATM, guys. The ATM previously got 76,000 votes with only 2 seats, but now I see them getting anything between 130,000 voters to 200,000 voters, achieving finally that 4 seats in parliament, which is going to be such a game changer for the ATM party. They can sing more, they can bargain more with those 4 seats in parliament. Number 9, I see a Bosa. Bosa will get anything between 200,000 votes and 250,000 votes. But I also put the PA Gayton McKenzie somewhere there. 200 to 250,000 votes. That will give them 5 seats. Imagine Gayton McKenzie in parliament. Oh my God. You will be singing Mabahambe in parliament, that one. Let's pugu less over to Gayton McKenzie. Gayton McKenzie. Okay, let's continue with the list. Again, I repeat, number 9, Bosa and the PA will get 200 to 250 votes. Also, Arise Mzansi, Arise South Africa, Yaga Mpodagada will also probably slot in somewhere there. I don't have him in my list, but he will probably be there. My man, King, hope they paint the country red tomorrow. It's gonna be painted red. Hey, make no mistake, it's gonna be painted red. I'm telling you. Sorry to say, bro, but many like politics, but having a fundamental understanding of the ideology is basic. Okay, let's get into where am I? Number 7, the top 10 is based on the numbers. The top 10 is based on the numbers that I'm giving you. Number 7, we're going to have Action SA, guys. Action SA, I think they're going to get something between 300,000 votes to 400,000 votes. It's their first time on the national platform. So, they could not get in 2019, but they are here now. So I think Action SA will get anything between 300,000 to 400,000 votes, which is a lot of votes if you think about it. And they will get they will probably get 10 seats. Action SA will get between 6 to 10 seats. I mean, so yeah, that's another thing. Number 6, the Freedom Front Plus will obviously be there. That's another party that in 2019 they got 400,000 votes, but they improved so much in 2019 compared to the 2014, and they improved so much also in the local election in 2020. When was it? 2022 or 2021 municipal elections. So I see the Freedom Front Plus party getting also anything between 500,000 votes, improving to 11 seats or 12 seats in parliament. That's a disaster. Number 5, I've got the IFP. I've got the IFP, too many split votes. Too many split votes. This 3 ballots nonsense and splitting from one party to another. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Where am I now? I'm at number 5. Number 5, EFF has grown a lot. Of course it is. Number 5, I've got the IFP. The IFP in 2000 where is that? 2009, they've got 588,000 votes. So they had 14 seats in 2019. But now I see the IFP slightly dropping a little bit, between 500,000 to 540,000. And I see the IFP getting 12 seats. I think they will drop from their 14 seats to 12 seats. So I don't see IFP retaining power. I think the introduction of the NK political party and the infiltration of the EFF and the DA in KwaZulu-Natal has somewhat weakened both the IFP and the ANC. Number 3. Are you ready for number 3, guys? Okay. True feeling is that the parties are selling crabs mindsets while EFF brings a full loaf. EFF is bringing the full loaf for sure. The Thabo Mbeki stance can. And this brother wants to know about Thabo Mbeki. Tina's Nandaba no Thabo Mbeki. That one can go to hell. Yeah. IFP is here to stay, but not here to rule. Taking about lack of vision, and IFP is going to weaken since Buthelezi is gone. It's going to weaken every election now going forward. Their president is taking money from the Oppenheimers, number 1. Mistake number 1. Number 2, the IFP is working with the DA. Mistake number 2. So the IFP, for me, is just a weak, a big mistake. Are you ready for number 4, guys? Number 4. Everyone is typing number 4 on the comment section. Number 4 for me, ladies and gentlemen, would be the MK political party. The MK political party, the first time coming in the national elections, will get anything between 2 million to 2.5 million with 48 seats in parliament. 48 to 53 seats. Listen, just take it as it is. Buthelezi is king. Zwelithini. Why did I say Buthelezi? Worked on behalf of the AFP. Sorry. Excuse me. Not Buthelezi. Not Buthelezi. Zwelithini. Excuse me. Thank you for that correction. Number 4 is the MK party. 2 million people to 2.5 million people will vote for the MK. I hope I'm wrong. I wish they can get a little bit more. But like I said, the MK's problem is that they had one face, one man, one campaign, one everything. And Jacob Zuma being old, he could not be everywhere. I think if Jacob Zuma trusted a little bit more of his people, like Abo Bonginkosi Kanyile, Abo Batuban, Blackfest Landfest, Andile Ngcitama, and I think Jacob Zuma, the MK could have got a little bit further than what they have because of being with one man, trusting only one man, and his daughter does not carry that much. That political something, man. That Jacob Zuma, when he speaks about political something. That's why I said I wish Tutuzane actually joined the MK and not Tutuzile. Or Tutuzile could have been there, but Tutuzane Zuma. I think if he goes that direction, his father goes that direction, Eastern Cape, the other one goes to Limpopo. I think Tutuzane carries that thing, that political thing, man. That the character of that boy is dangerous. MK had a little time to introduce the people to South Africa. It won't get that much. Yeah, probably you are right in that statement. It's my hope. I'm wishing that MK could get something in the 2 million. And remember, 2 million is a big ask for the MK. No political party has ever started in that number, but let's hope that the MK will do that. But I trust Bonginkosi no Andile, man. I trust them. We are going to number 3, guys. Can I go to number 3? Number 3. Are you ready for number 3? Unfortunately, is too cocky. Kanyile is unfortunately too cocky and a little bit, no knowledge about politics. the too cockiness is what is going to drive people to love Ukanyile. It's either you hate him for that or you love him for that. I love him for that. Number three, obviously, is the DA. The DA in 2019, they got 3.5 million people to vote for them. That was 84 seats in parliament. But now, obviously, with the form of the PA, Patriotic Alliance, the form of BOSA, Build One South Africa, the form of Action SA, and all these other parties, these small parties, colored parties, I think the DA is going to drop a lot of voters. They got 3.5 million people to vote for them in 2019 national elections. I think that number is going to drop just a little bit for them, for the DA, and I think they're going to drop something to 2.8 million, maybe even 2.5 million, competing with Mkhonto we Sizwe. Mkhonto we Sizwe might just edge them, or they will edge Mkhonto we Sizwe. Well-oiled machine, the DA, proven in the electorate, so they're going to be a party that you should definitely look up for, but I think they're going to drop their votes. It's inevitable that they're going to drop their votes. Number two. Who's number two? ANC or EFF? Number two. Who's number two? Who's number two, ladies and gentlemen, on the comment section? Number two. I think the DA may do less than last time. Of course, they're going to do less than last time, David. All things that are being done. The DA bent the flag, man. Number two. Let me get number two on the comment section. Number two. Who's number two? The ANC or the EFF? One of them must be number two. Number two. EFF or number two? EFF will be number two. EFF will be number two. Is that what we are saying? Realistically, EFF number two will do number two. Number two. Some are saying, and Dumiso is saying the ANC number two. Anita the ANC. Nkosi yabo. Abantu abangaka but ANC number two. Zakal, new option parties have been sucking the DA's blood. Yes, the DA is going to go down. I will run to Nkandla if the MK beats the DA and makes the DA to become number 4, and the top 3 political parties are all black. Well, we can argue that the ANC is not black, but you understand what I'm saying. ANC dropping, guys. The ANC dropping. Okay, my number 2 realistically is the economical freedom fighters. Economical freedom fighters in 2019, they got 1.8 million voters. 1.8 million voters. According to the data that Floyd Shivambu gave us, you are dreaming, let's hear Utinu AD, you are dreaming, stop drinking on the job, start running. Start running to what? I'm running to block you. That's where I'm running to. That's where I can run to. That's why I don't drink, by the way. Don't drink alcohol, by the way. I'm a sport person. I'm a professional boxer. Not that I will hit anyone. I fight in the ring. But let's go back to the EFF. Number 2 is the Economic Freedom Fighters. 2019, they got that 1.8 million people. 1.8 million people with 44 seats. Now, 44 seats, they shake that whole parliament. People say they were making unnecessary distractions and whatnot. That's why we love the EFF. Sfuna yona vele distraction there. It must not be business as usual. Never. 44 seats in 2019. That's the current. No. We block. I block. I block him. Because it's my house here. You understand? How can I take disrespect? What type of an African man takes disrespect? And this is my house here. That's why I put in brackets that Africans only Africans. And there's nothing wrong with not agreeing with what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm the best thing. But I'm not saying I know everything. I'm a young man, man, in my mid-30s. I'm learning this political stories thing. My passion is Pan-Africanism, is educating myself towards that, my family, and sharing what the little knowledge that I have with you guys. Knowledge like you wouldn't know, some of you, that Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, the president in Africa, had 11 attempts to assassinate him in Burkina Faso. 11. The last one just happened last week, where they tried to sniper him and shoot him. So they killed one guard. So it's things like that that makes me love Africa and understand that if a black person is hated by his colonizers, he's doing something right. So let's not get into that. Yeah, we run quickly to change the ANC. We did number 1, number 2. Okay. EFF 29 we come. Yeah, 20. If anything does not change, the EFF will win the elections of 2029. The DA, what is this? The DA will be number 3. The EFF will be number 2. The EFF, I think, will improve from the 1.8 million people they got to almost doubling it. I see the EFF getting anything between 3.8 to 4.2 million people, getting them about 94 seats in parliament, 94 to 96 seats. That's where I see the EFF landing, ladies and gentlemen, for me. So that's, it's a very important thing for the EFF to get those amount of seats, because the EFF is the only party that will work with the ANC properly. And I think behind closed doors, they will allow Batuban Usira Ramaphosa to continue to be president. The EFF, they will give him hell, but they will allow him, as long as the deputy president becomes Julius Malema, and all the negotiations that they're going to have there. I don't know. Thank you, King. Your analytic, your wish, top 3 in Africa. All the young people in South Africa are for the EFF. Not all. Some are strongly behind the MK. In my hood, only see red, bruh. Yeah, amen. That's what we wish for. That's what we wish for. EFF must come. The EFF must come. Another assassination happened, King, but it was unsuccessful. Yeah, many, they're going to kill that young man. Ibrahim Traore, they're not going to rest until they kill him. My goodness, I pray for MK at number 3. Listen, my MK people, MK in the top 5. If MK can beat the IFP, MK can beat the Freedom Front, and lands in number 4, number 3, or the DA, it's a major win for the MK. But that's not what Jacob Zuma wants. Jacob Zuma wants the 2/3 majority. So Jacob Zuma, after getting whatever he's going to get, he's going to be speaking to the other parties, say, guys, let's gather together and let's form this 2/3 majority. But the reason why he wants to form the 2/3 majority is to change the constitution. Is to change my constitution. Have you realized that the ANC has lost their fundamental political principle, and now they are more focused on rigging person's gain? And listen, Jayam, the ANC has lost everything except for money to campaign. And I think our not hatred for the ANC, but our tiredness for the ANC makes us ignore that fact. People are bought. Money, I told you guys, I said money, everyone has got a price. IEC officials, party agents, everyone has got a price, especially the IEC officials. Watch the video I'm going to play for you guys tomorrow. There's a voice note I'm sharing there. where the IEC officials are saying we are the ones who are counting. Those ones who think that bayahlaba ngomkhonto, we will show them. So be careful as to what is going to happen. Listen, your political agents on the ground, how much do they know of the rules that are required from them, the what they must do? I know the EFF is making every political party has got WhatsApp groups and everything, and they are talking about what is expected, what they must do, what they must look after. But when they get there, can they do the job that a political agent must do? Not all of them, King. The MK is dead before it even begins. What happened to the in 2029 with Zuma is more than, or I think you wanted to say in 2019 is more than can no longer campaign the party. Financial muscle play a very big role in politics. They don't understand. TD, I'm telling them that you underestimate the ANC, yes, but don't underestimate the pocket. Cyril Ramaphosa was given 1 billion. That's why that man kicked out Ubusisiwe Mkhwebane out of the public protector seats. Remember, they sealed the documents of the CR7 campaign. They sealed those documents because those documents were saying how much money, 1 billion, just to be the president of the ANC. Imagine how much more will white monopoly capitalists spend to be the president of South Africa. 1 billion. You guys are playing around. Pocket your ANC. My king, I missed the petrol waiting for your top 10. I did not trust that miss the little information from this. Don't worry, I'm going to repost it. I'm going to repost it in more details with a little bit more of editing. The ANC is going down. They have lost everything for sure. It's slowly embarking in rigging and all of that. Didn't I read that with ZANU PF? Fuck ZANU PF, man. Cyril Ramaphosa is a competent leader of a broke party. Competent leader of a broke party, Daniel. Competent leader of a broke party. There is only so much he can do under Jacob Zuma's, in the ANC grew up. Yeah, I remember when Jacob Zuma was president, Cyril Ramaphosa was deputy. He was there all the way. He did not get into ANC after Jacob Zuma left. He was there all the way. Remember again that the Oppenheimers paid for Cyril Ramaphosa's education. When he studied law, they paid for him. Remember that the first job that he had was to work for the Oppenheimers. The Oppenheimers continue to fund him. He continues to be in business with the Oppenheimers. If you are happy with that, I'm okay. I'm not going to have a problem. But that's how we Pan-Africanism view him, as a sellout to the black nation, including Ubaba Mandela, benefiting from the West. What chance do you see with the EFF? Yes, like I said, the EFF, I think they will double, or if not double their votes. They will come close to 90% of doubling it, and they will go from 1.8 million people to somewhere to 3.8 or even 4 million people, the EFF. They will be number 2 to the ANC. Let me give you my number 1, which is obviously the ANC. The ANC, the last time on 2019 election, they got 10 million. 10 million voters voted for them. They got 230 seats. Remember, there's 400 seats available in the national parliament. So they got 250 seats, which is more than 50%, obviously. 400 minus 230. They got 230 seats, I mean. This time around, I see the ANC dropping at least 500 to 800,000 votes, going from 10 million to something like 9.2 million. Even a worst case scenario, you guys are predicting that the ANC will be less than 40%. I don't see that happening, but that will be something that the ANC will get 7 million voters. So yes, that is my top 10, guys. That is my top 10. Is there a small party that I missed in the top 10? Is there a small party that I missed? I've got ELF, the Economical Liberator Fighters. I forgot the guy's name. His father got assassinated during the what you call those things? VBS scandal. His father was a whistleblower, and I think some of the ANC people are funding ACDP. I've got the ACDP. Don't worry, I've got the ACDP. I've got the ATM there, number 9. I've got the ACDP. I mean the ATM there in number 9. I've got who else do I got? The ACDP at number 8. ACDP at number 8. I don't see that party growing, but they will be somewhere there maintaining that 140 something thousand voters, maybe 250, maybe. I've got Bosa. Bosa will be in number 8. Ne? What am I saying? The ACDP is with the ATM at number 9. Excuse me, and then the ATM will be at number 9. The ACDP at number 8. Okay. And at number 7, we obviously have that Bosa, and the PA will be there at 250,000, somewhere there. Let me not miss the comments. You mean black young people to choose ignorant all the red flags of the ANC? Vele. Yeah? Vele, black people will vote for the ANC. Trust me. Make no mistake. In their millions. Remember this constituency that we are crying about of the elders who are going to vote for the ANC. They don't even form 20% of the voters this year. The bulk of the voters are between the age of 18 to 55. The bulk of the voters. Those people are going to vote for the ANC. I promise you. What do you think about these elections in this suffering of people through the system of rich must more poor must be more poor and depend on the government? So ngithola a question now. King J Silo Malema still has healthy. He looks like somebody who's getting older quicker than you. I think he's got a medical condition that made him lose weight. I'm not sure what is the medical condition. I heard somebody speaks about it, but I don't care about people telling you. But he's definitely has got a medical condition. I hope it's not sugar. King, do you know Katlego Mogai? If Katlego Mogai, no. Who's that? No, I'm not sure if I know that. The name sounds a little bit familiar, but I'm not sure. My king, I love your political analyst. People don't know how ANC is capable of. EFF will remain opposition party. Guys, we celebrate times 10 when the EFF beats the DA. Times 10. When the EFF beats the DA, we celebrate. I will crack a bottle of wine myself. A bottle of nice wine. I'm not a drinker, but I'm celebrating. The EFF beating the DA. You are going to celebrate. But the problem is that we are too excited, Tina. We don't want to accept that these elections are going to be rigged. And the DA might be number 2 again, and the ANC, the EFF might be number 3. Like we don't want to accept that fact that these elections will be rigged. You cannot trust these people. You can't. I don't know what is it that we can do to get a perfect system, but as long as there's people counting, manual counting of things, forget. And again, another thing is that also technology can be hacked. I don't know where we so Kalelap. I'm sure Through went to school to Bongani and he's vibrant guy. Not sure if he's liberal or social. Hi, my African brother. Hi. Welcome. Is Ethiopia also in the round? Tell me what happened during the arrangement of peace in Ethiopia. The PAC was the only party that held the responsibility for that. The PAC is dead, man. The PAC is no longer its old self again. Let's forget about that one. The PAC is no longer, they've got a good president, but not a good following. I hope that they can do that, come back. For me, being a so-called America, I know I would watching everybody should get a piece of the land. Nobody's getting any land. Nobody is getting any land. No, the only land you guys will get is a 2/3 majority with Zuma and Malema working together. If you don't get that 2/3 majority, forget about land. You guys are not getting land. I told you guys that land will not be given to us. Land we must take. But you South Africans are not ready to take land. We have debated this numerous times on this channel. You guys want a working municipality, a job, a free school, free everything. You don't want any land. So nobody's getting any land. You guys don't want land. You don't want to die for land. Hey, what do you think about Bossa? I've got Bossa on number 8 with between 200 and 250,000 votes, and the PA falling somewhere there. So Bossa will get somewhere about 5 seats in parliament. That's what I think about that. That would be amazing. Glory to be to God. The ANC will be 47. Do you think that the EFF will sneak in and form a coalition government? If the ANC gets 47%, they're not gonna work with the EFF. They're not gonna work with the DA. They're not going to work with the what is on name of here, MK. They're not gonna work with those parties. If you want to see ANC work with Mkhonto and the EFF, the ANC has to get 41% or lower. Nothing less than that. 43%, 45%, 48%, the ANC can manage without the big parties. I promise you. The EFF will not beat Uthini lo. Uzodlala ngami wena. Uthini lo. Consider yourself blocked. Oh, okay. Somtshelile. Yeah. I think Machaba is missing on the list. Who? Mashaba. No, Mashaba is Action SA. Mashaba is on the list. Mashaba is on the list at number 7. Mashaba is on the list. I think he will get 300,000 votes to 400,000 votes. I don't know why that political party is doing so good. What do Action SA stand for? Funded by the Oppenheimers, will never talk about land, will never talk about economical freedom for our people, will never talk about the farms, will never. Why is that party being so successful? What is Mashaba doing right that I don't see? I honestly don't see what Mashaba is doing right. I don't know. And you hear people speaking about him that he's a good political leader. I was speaking to the national provincial leader of Northern Cape. What's his name again? Andrew Lowe. who is a former DA leader here in our province. He led the DA for more than 10 years in the Northern Cape. He speaks highly about Mashaba. And I'm like, what is it that I'm not getting about this Mashaba? I listen to him, I don't hear anything. You guys go on the comment section and tell me what is going on there. The EFFM NK counts gets over 45 combined with the EFF and MK will not combine to 45%. Nangu fan der what hayi ngimsote sengimsote out loyo ngasabi hayi simsuzi. Mashaba will do better than Maimane. Yes, I agree with that. Mashaba will do better than Maimane. I don't know why those two fools are not working together. I don't know. Batandi power. King, I drive an Uber every day. A lot of ANC voters are fed up about, are convinced that the EFF will do better. I guess let's wait and see. Listen, I work for government, people. You understand what I'm saying? I work for government. I work with ANC top cadres. Before I continue there, it's who are the Oppenheimers? Please educate people. Action SA just has nice colors and well put there. They don't stand for anything. Okay. So I work for government. I will answer the Oppenheimer nonsense now. I work for government. I know for sure that most government ANC people are tired of the ANC. They've been mistreated themselves, not happy themselves. But they've got that thing of hope. The same thing that Jacob Zuma has to say, we can fix the ANC. If we can just get King out, we can fix the ANC. Every province has got that problem. Every province. But they are very hopeful that they can fix the ANC. They don't see an alternative from the ANC. They don't see an alternative. And I've always said, working in government has opened my eyes to see that if another political party would take over, for example, my department, you come to my department and you find that 40% of the staff of that department is ANC people. No department has got over 50% of ANC people. Trust me, they don't. Many people working for government are not ANC people. I'm speaking with experience. If you meet me in government, I'm not an ANC person. I'll give you good service or bad service. I'm not an ANC person. But if you remove the head, which is the MEC and the HOD, and you put a DA head or an Action SA head or an EFF head, they will find it hard to rule over that structure because the CFO is a permanent post. The directors are permanently appointed. The deputy directors and the assistant directors, assistant managers are permanently employed in the department. And if those people decide not to work with the MEC and the HOD, they can destroy the name of those people, including the CFO. CFO, very important person. You can't remove a CFO without proper, without her not performing well. And they know how to hide, how to work the books, so to say, the CFO. That hate Abo, my friend, together with Mackenzie. Oh, you say the PA hates Abo, my friend. Aye. But Umbuyiseni sorted him out. Guys, we've talked too much. When am I going to record? Yeah, Umbuyiseni has sorted him out. Is that the only thing the Action SA stands for? The fight against them, my friend. My friend, we do agree. I told you guys, as long as they are not black, I don't give a shit about them. I don't care about Pakistanis, Somalians, Indians, and I've got Africans to worry about. I don't care about those people. I don't care. They're fixing my phone nicely and everything, but they are not African. They are not treated as Africans. And I've always said, like Mbuyiseni said, they must also they must also contribute to the economy of the township. The Oppenheimers are one of the biggest families in South Africa, one of the richest, if not the richest, with the Minel family, with the De Beers family, the Ackermans family, and the Rupert families. Those are the people that actually run South Africa. The Oppenheimers has been there during the apartheid days. They own companies like Enron America and all of those big mining companies. They own the platinum making companies. Remember, platinum. 90% of the world's platinum comes from South Africa. It's 90 or 80. 80 or 90% of the world platinum is coming from South Africa, and it's multi-billions that have been exported every year. The Oppenheimers are there, not to include the Rupert, who own the ENCA, a lot of food, retails, and all of those things. So for them, they are just the people that you need to talk to as a political party that leads, a leading political party that has government. You need to go talk to them, because you need to make sure that you make it easy for them to make money. They have done what we call tax invasion. So what they do on their books, they report only the operational cost and act as if that their mines are not doing profit, and pay a small amount of tax from their companies, because those companies can run the country with no problem, but they don't disclose all the amounts. But now what they do, they rope in Cyril Ramaphosa, they rope in the brother-in-law, Patrice Motsepe, they rope in some few, some few comrades into the businesses, the solar energy business, the battery power energy business, the coal energy business, platinum energy business, gold, diamonds, not so much anymore. But that's where they rope in. They give shares to comrades. So comrades will never fight those people. That's why you saw the killings of Marikana and everything. The Oppenheimers are always behind, singing behind the politicians' minds. Yes, it is rightfully so that they were called that they are the biggest zamazamas in South Africa. You know, we always don't ask this question: who gave these people the mining rights to mine in our land? Gaten McKenzie. This is the type of things that we must talk about. Who gave the Oppenheimers the mining rights to mine our minerals in our country? Number one. Number two, who gave white people the first citizenship? Who told them that they are South Africans? Who told white people that they are Africans? Who gave them citizenships of Africa? Why is it that a black person, when they are born in China, America, Europe, whatever, Africa is attached as a name tag on their forehead because of their skin color? You meet a black African in America, they call him African American, African European, African Chinese. They don't call them Chinese because they know these people belong to the continent of Africa. But we take our prideful name, which Africa was a name given to us. Abuka land is actually the original name of Africa, but that's another debate for another day. Let's just stick to this one here, Africa. We give that name, that title that we have to anyone. We must take care of them. Before it, have you ever watched the Colonel Call document? They used to earlier men. It was going to real, so a few numbers. Okay, South Africa is giving the pass to Africa. Yes. So the Oppenheimers are powerful people. You're going to respect the powerful people, because you as a government, if you mess up your relationship with the powerful people, this is how our politicians think, you're not going to get enough tax from them. And they are part of the people that contribute a higher number of taxation. So these people, the top 5-10 people, families of South Africa, richest families, they even have separate meetings with government where they make inputs to the president and they say, listen, we think you should be doing this and not this. You think they make the contribution and the government come back and they sing a different tune. If the EFF receive money from Motsepe, then it means that the EFF is indirectly taking money from the Oppenheimers. True. Patrick Motsepe is the biggest funder of the EFF. They use apartheid to build lobbies and countries just and remember, the Oppenheimers is not only in South Africa. The same thing is happening in Botswana, Namibia, and other African countries. They are big, powerful families. It's not a South African-based family that only rules here in South Africa. What about the colors? Some say they are lost cause. The colored people, my problem with the colored people is we're gonna lose track of time now. But my problem with the colored people, number one, is the language that they speak. If the colored people are going to say they are not black, it's fine. You're not black, but you are also not white, because the white people will never accept you as white. Why? Because one drop of black makes you black. But some colored people, because of the texture of their hair, because of the texture of their skin, they don't want to accept that they are black. So what they do, they took their colonizers' language and made it their own. Afrikaner people speak Afrikaans. Zulu people speak Zulu. Tswana people speak Tswana. Ndebele people speak Ndebele. Tsonga people speak Tsonga. Colored people speak Afrikaans. Why? It's because they want to separate themselves from black people. And most will then claim they are Khoi, they are San. Yeah, we like that, but we see Khoi and San people as black people. If you're going to say the Khoi and the San people, and they don't understand, you hear a person say Khoi San. It's like saying Zulu Xhosa. Khoi and San is different clans. Not the same people. And there's still the Nama also included there. If you stay in Northern Cape, you would know, because I work with those people, part of my work here in South Africa, in Northern Cape. So the colored people, for me, most confused people. And remember, the success of the Afrikaner people was to separate the colored people from black people. And now we are talking about many years. It's like telling the white people to go back home. They don't know where home is. The same with the colored. It's like, go back to your culture. They don't know what their tradition and culture is, because they've been mixed along, and the colored started developing a culture of their own instead of a tradition. Colors don't have tradition, they've got culture. So their culture started developing and forming, and they became a different people. But what I hate about colored people is Afrikaans. I don't like that language. And I brought more Afrikaans were. Nice move for the EFF to broadcast that. Do I need to break that documentary down? Maybe I do. Maybe the ANC will gain the Muslim vote. DA will lose the support because of the Palestine. Yes, anything that makes the DA lose, I'm happy with. Anything. The PA also made a mistake of going against the Muslims. What a stupid... how stupid is Gayton McKenzie? Because he was winning most of the DA supporters that were leaving the DA because of Palestine. But now he then went and said he has no problem with Israel. Some of those voters left again and they went to the ANC, because ANC is honestly fighting for Palestine. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I've given you my top 10, spoken for more than 1 hour. I'm going to be reposting this. Allow me, please release me on the comment section so I can do some of the work. You can say good night or salute king, so that I can do some work for you guys. Tomorrow I must be up early. I'm gonna sleep late anyway. Still early, still 12 o'clock. I must be up early and make sure that you guys, we're feeding it. I might be up in the field, running around asking people questions, or I might just come back here in the studio and do my work here in peace and quiet, without the problem with us who work for the state. We are always like you guys don't understand how victimized we are as content creators who speak about politics but still work for the state. You're afraid to say some things because these people can deal with you, and the state is my main income. YouTube will never pay me what my department pays me, or maybe 1 month when the stuff is good. But yeah, let's go. So please go and vote, ladies and gentlemen. Go and vote. Whether you are voting for whoever, as long as you are not voting for the DA, go and vote. King, awuphinde ulungise uzondo before you go. Uzondo le ndoda le enevoice enamasimba lo yazi uzondo. When I saw Uzondo for the first time, I was like, wow, what a man. I saw an interview of him. I can't remember which YouTube channel interviewed him, or was it SABC? They did Antonio. He was speaking. I was like, wow, what a soft giant, because he looks like a big man. I was like, wow, Zondo, what a nice man. Kanti, uthi ngimlingisele futhi hayi ivoice yakhe angiyithandi le ndoda le. Good night king. What time do you go online tomorrow? Guys, tomorrow ngizonihlupha nge-online. Tomorrow ngizonihlupha. Most of the videos will be live videos. As things happen, I'm going to record them as things happen. When I go to the voting stations, everything. As thing happens, tomorrow I'll be on. I can't promise a time. Probably from 8 o'clock, expect me, because I'm going to sleep late. I sleep at 4 o'clock, guys. So I can't be up at 5 and 6. I can't. I need to rest because I'm going to work the whole day. So from 8 o'clock, anytime there. So somewhere there. Angimthanda uZondo, serious bafethu. Yo. Zondo, history will judge Zondo for releasing Chris Hanne's killer. History will judge him. Look at Mogoeng. Mogoeng has got absolutely no blood in his arms. Absolutely no blood. Share schedule of your time. Lots at least. Time slots at least. I'm going to be up the whole day, guys. Don't know what to say. I don't have a time slot, Mr. Mloy, Tiriso Mloy. I'm going to be up the whole day. Okay, at 8 o'clock, you'll get a video. Obviously, when you wake up 7 o'clock, you'll get 2 videos. You'll get the top 10, and you'll get the readiness of the IEC, and then you might get the what is the video I wanted to do? I wanted to speak to South Africans to say, understand why you vote. So that was one of the other videos. Do you, what do you be out of the streets covering the elections after you vote? Yes, where I'm going to vote, I'm going to speak to the people. My Lord, speak to them, hear what is their thoughts, probably drive also around, go to different stations. Can you? Yeah, my whole house. My son said if he was old enough to vote, he was going to vote for the EFF. I'm like, this boy is watching his father's YouTube. He's only 10 years old. Yes, me and my wife grew up both in an ANC home. We have family members, our sisters, actually, our blood sisters, that are part of ANC structures, big people in the ANC. I'm not going to name my sister so that you don't victimize her. But in Mpumalanga, those who are in Mpumalanga in KwaNdebele would know her. They've seen her around working with Didi Mabuza and all of those guys. But yeah, we grew up in an ANC structure, me and my wife. I would like to believe that we are both voting for the EFF. Yeah, there is a mutual agreement not to vote for the ANC. You know, a family agreement. That's not a secret. But you'll never know when people get into the ballot. I might just hoy in a vote for the the MK there. Who knows? Three ballots, three marks for the EFF. Yeah, that might happen. That might happen. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to start seeing the results trickle in on the numbers board. I can't wait, man. South Africa, thank you, my guy. God protect you every minute. Believe me, we love you. You like crazy, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate it. South Africa, please go out and vote for the EFF. Africa needs economical thing. Yeah, the reason why the EFF is being criticized is because they did not listen to me in terms of explaining how the borders work, the opening the borders. Only now, recently, when Mbuyiseni Ndlozi spoke about it, then people understood, oh, it's not opening borders and say everyone come in and come out as you please. It's a gradual integration of South Africa with SADC. But they did it late, so the opposition parties used the borders talk. And you hear people when they reason, Malema is going to open the borders. They don't understand anything about integration of Africa. So the EFF should have done their homework by watching King Said So, and they would have explained the border situation easily. But yeah, guys, let me work, guys. 12 o'clock. Thank you so much, guys. I also love you guys. This channel is absolutely nothing without you guys. The support that you guys have given me. You guys are still typing in the comment section icon. Bafo, question is now beginning to sound like an ANC investigator. King, you might get fired from the government thing. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. They might try. They might try. They already listen. They might try, but we'll see what will happen. God always has got a better plan anyway. I don't fight for things that don't want you there. But I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. So I'm the only one on YouTube, but I'm not the only one who has openly said, listen, we're not voting for the ANC again. King, I heard you talk about a second wife. Is your wife okay with that? Yes, my whole family is okay with that. My whole family is okay with that. The only thing that prevents me from getting a second wife is money. Money. Remember, my grandparents, my grandfather, I'm from, I don't want to say, from a royal family, man, in Guyana. If you guys know the Hlongwanes in Guyana, those who are from Guyana know who I'm talking about. My family is got a chief wood type of a thing. So my grandfather had multiple wives. My father had multiple wives, multiple children. My father just messed up marrying outside his clan, marrying my mother who was Pedi, and then kind of lost his birthright and everything. But because we still carry the same name, I've seen the advantages of having multiple wives, especially me who wants to have so many children. But something that we talk about and joke about, me and my wife, I might not do it, but the heart wants to, if the money is right. You know, you can't do Istanbul and you are poor. Mm-mm. 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 I'm struggling so much with 2 children, and probably me and my wife will get another child as soon as next year or the year after that. I'm struggling too much, you know. Can't imagine another drama on the side. Icon. Mm-mm. But yeah, it is my wish. There's too many women outside here. Get 2 women, man. But do it properly, traditionally, and marry them if you want to. You know, us being Christians as Africans has colonized us to mindset to say 1 man, 1 wife. That's it, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't see a problem with that. But for me, yeah, 2. I think 2 would be enough for the king. I might find 1 here in Tengeo. I might find 1 here in on YouTube. Who knows? I might find a queen here. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, but if you are struggling, don't play around. I will never be anything. See, I'm from America. I love King and the EFF. Well, help. Peace, my brother. I know you always got my back. I know you always got my back. Yeah, and you must be honest with these things of having multiple partners with your wife. Yeah, and I started it as a joke, especially with her parents and everything. I'm like, I might get another wife. We started laughing or whatever. But when they started seeing me making that joke multiple times, they're like, "Are you serious with this thing of yours of another wife?" And then I explained, like, listen, I I want to make as many children as possible, but in a marriage setup, it's easy for us as men to go and make children outside. It's easy. I will never do that. I don't want to have confused children. But with married women that I marry, I'm okay with it. And like I said, you guys might meet me 5 years from now, 10 years from now, still happily married with my wife. It's been 10 years. I'm a young man, but I married early. It's been 10 years married with my wife. So you might find me 15 from now, and I'm still married to her and her alone, with children with her and her alone. But now, why are we talking about this now? Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Let me do my work. 12 o'clock on the dot, guys. 12 o'clock on the dot. That time is 5 minutes away, or 5 minutes in front. Okay, 5 past 10. This one says 12 o'clock. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you so much. I feel you would ask relative questions if you get a chance with the CIC. You are perhaps planning such things. The you guys, I've told you, I was surprised when the EFF in my province said I am counter EFF. And I was like, what? I've been victimized at work for being pro EFF, and the EFF is saying I'm counter EFF. What type of nonsense? I wonder which video you watched that made them feel that I am not an EFF follower. I'm not an EFF member, but an EFF follower. Number one. Number two, if indeed they felt like that, they should have come to the podcast to clear up whatever they think I do not agree with the EFF. So, yeah, I don't understand. At work, I'm being called an MK agent and an EFF agent, and that is why I'm being victimized. So I don't understand why the EFF does not want to give me an interview. I've emailed, WhatsApped, called nationally, everywhere, to say, guys, give me an interview. It can even be over Zoom. That's how desperate I was for an EFF interview. I was so close once upon a time to get an interview, but every time they are busy. They are busy. Maybe I'll catch them after the event, or maybe I will bump into one of them. And when I bump into one of them, I'll put the mic in front of their face. I saw someone say, "What about the cost of living with two wives?" The cost of living with two wives for me is me earning anything between 50 to 120,000 rand with the businesses that I have in my job. That's it. Then I think I can handle two wives. But Duduzane Zuma forming his own party has to be the Mumish of the decade. No, Duduzane Zuma is built like his father. He only thinks that him and him alone can do things. The same way with Zuma. Zuma thinks him and him alone he can do things. It shows that Zuma raised his son well. That's why his son wants to be his own man. So for me, it's not a failure. It's not a failure. If my son wanted to do his own thing, I would understand that. I would see myself in him, and I think Zuma sees himself in Duduzane. It would have been nice for us as South Africans if he was in the MK, but it's not a Mumish. You understand? Don't beat up someone for trying and failing. Probably next time it will come in stronger. Who knows? When I just noticed colonizers, but Almighty God said that shown the example with Adam and Eve. Yeah. Listen, I've got no problem. I'm married to one wife, happily married now, no problem. Whatever. But you can't give one woman 13 children, 9 children. How is that even possible? How are they going to live their life? How are they going to whatever. So sometimes marriage comes down to one word, which is compromise. Understand? And my wife will have to give me a green light if I get someone. If she does not agree with that person, it's not going to happen. But anyway, that's not something that we should be talking about. Elections, guys, elections. Did I read everything that I want? Yeah. So one day I will sit down with the with the uh, with the colonizers. But to say there's nothing to do with the colonizers is being ignorant to the African culture. Africans had multiple wives. You can go down to the San people, the Bantu people, the Nguni people, and go even up to the drawings of the Egyptian walls. You will see that Africa was always a polygamy type of a marriage setup there. But anyway, that's not what we are debating today. Yeah, many people can't handle that, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them, because if it's not taught, if it's not inspected, it must not be expected. People needs to be taught these things, and I grew up in that setup, so I know how to juggle relationships. You understand what I'm saying? It's just when I found my wife, the qualities were too beautiful to ignore on that. So thank you so much, guys. Let me do my work. Let's meet in a few hours. 8 o'clock, I'll be up showing you guys my journey to go and vote and all of that. Hope you guys will enjoy that. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best. Go and vote so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. Sorry. But this time, I wish to see MK winning. Lucky. Maybe we'll be lucky. I wish to see Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma back in the top. She's old and she's tired.